You all are in such good hands. I invite you all to join us after the ceremony for a gathering in the Commons, where the boosters have provided refreshments and wonderful things. Empty promises, right? In the musical Sunday in the Park with George, the title character, French painter Georges Seurat, sings about the obsession that overcomes him while he works on what will end up being his most famous painting. He watches the world around him pass by as he focuses on the completion of a single hat, a small fraction of the enormous end product. But in his mind, he has to finish it before he can move on to anything else. The musical's composer, Stephen Sondheim, says, "The song Finishing the Hat reflects an emotional experience shared by everybody to some degree or other, but more keenly and more often by creative artists. Trancing out, that phenomenon of losing the world while you're writing, or painting, or composing, or doing a crossword puzzle, or coming to a difficult decision, or anything that requires intense and complete concentration. For me, those moments come when I'm directing a show, immersing myself with these students to tell a story. It's a wonderful, humbling, stressful, joyous, and worthwhile experience. An experience that comes to full fruition when students, technicians, actors, musicians, and directors all commit to achieving the same goal, to share a creative experience, first with one another as a team, and then with the audience. There comes a moment in each show's process, and it's my favorite moment. It's my favorite part of the whole thing. It's the reason that I've kept coming back to direct these shows. It's the moment during Tech Week when the full company successfully runs the entire show without me. It's a connection, a synergy that happens where every single person in this space is fully engaged, listening and responding in real time, sharing the same heartbeat. It's the moment when I am demoted to an audience member, and the show is no longer mine. The Bradley Theater students own it. It becomes their story. It's at that time when the hat is finished.
Yes, she looks for me. Good. Let her look for me to tell me why she left me, as I always knew she would. I had thought she understood. They have never understood, and no reason that they should. But if anybody could, finishing the hat. How you have to finish the hat. How you watch the rest of the world from a window while you finish the hat. Mapping out the sky. What you feel like planning the sky. What you feel when voices that come through the window go until they distance and die. Until there's nothing but sky. And how you're always turning back too late from the grass or the stick or the door or the light. How the kind of a woman willing to wait's not the kind that you want to find waiting to return you to the night. Dizzy from the height, coming from the hat. Studying a hat, entering the world of the hat, reaching through the world of the hat like a window back to to this one from that, studying a face, stepping back to look at a face. It leaves a little space in the way, like a window, but to see, it's the only way to see. And when the woman that you wanted knows, you can say to yourself, hey, I give what I give. But the woman who won't wait for you knows that however you live, there's a part of you always standing by, mapping out a sky. Finishing a hat, starting on a hat, finishing a hat. Look, I made a hat. Where there never was a hat. Perhaps I had a wicked childhood. Perhaps I had a miserable youth. But somewhere in my wicked, miserable past, there must have been a moment of truth. 'Cause here you are, standing there, loving me, whether or not you should. But somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good. Nothing comes from nothing, nothing ever could. So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good. What a year we've had, indeed, right? I hope that as you move forward, you remember to stay true to yourself, remain honest always, be on time, and keep telling stories. And so, until we meet again, if I could have quiet in the house, please. Quiet in the house, please.